Welcome to Chill World Podcast number 3. I'm your host, Wyatt. These are my co hosts, Angel and Bagel. We have a special guest today. Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Hunter.
Welcome, dog. Yeah, he's also a friend of ours. And we're going to be
Hey,
doing this
lol.
every 3 times, every 3 podcasts. So, the sixth one, we'll have another one. Well,
I wonder who would it be?
yeah, we got to figure
Because
that out.
first says like.
Okay, shut up, Angel. Okay,
we
so we're gonna talk about siblings, and Angel, I want to talk about your brother Alex, your fucking stupid ass brother.
Yep.
Now, tell us some stories about him when he was younger, Angel.
Younger. Shit. I mean, he just ate batteries. I don't know.
8 batteries?
Yeah, he ate
No,
batteries.
he didn't like swallow it. Like
Oh,
what? No, he chewed on it.
Just like
and
yeah,
then
he
just,
just like chewed on them.
So he
Chewed
was just
on
going
it.
it for like a little snack.
Yeah, he was like, "Ah, ah, ah." I remember one time I went up to Angel, James, and them, and they were getting ready to go on the bus, and Alex was like, "I'm gay." I'm like, he just came up and he was like, "I'm gay, and I know you're gay too." I'm like, "Okay, buddy."
No.
I'm like, "Yeah, I was pretty
Oh.
much no."
He's also super short too.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
eighth
he's
grade. He still
short
plays
for-
Roblox, man.
Eighth
Played
grade.
Roblox
He's
unironically.
like 5'1", 5'5", 5'0".
I've no
Yeah.
Hunter, I also know you got a brother who's also very special needs.
Yeah, no, he's pretty autistic. He's mean. He bullies me. He throws stuff at me and always chases me and punches me. He's kind of mean.
Sounds like
And
me
he
and
never
my.
lets me play any of the games. He always makes me pay for them.
That's tough. Sounds like me and my sister. When I was younger, I'd like to scare the shit out of my sister. So she'll be like in the fridge, and I'll stand behind the door, and she'll close it. I'll be like, "Wonga wonga," and she'll fucking punch me then.
I do that all the time to everybody in my family.
You probably like.
Like she starts punching me. She's like, "You little fucking shit! I'm gonna kick your ass." I'm like, "Oh."
I was like violent with it.
Yeah, I just run away. I'm like, "Well, fuck you, bitch."
My mom always hits me when I do that, so
I don't scare my mom. I scare my dad. My dad will just be sitting on the couch, and I'll just like crawl up behind him, and he'll be like, "You son of a gun."
I can't scare
Son
my
of a
dad.
gun,
He doesn't
says
get
that.
scared.
I
Son
don't
of
scare
a
my
gun.
dad.
Only my mom gets scared. Like you can literally just be like walking up the stairs very loud, and like I just go up to her on the couch and I just go, "Boo," and she's like, "Ah!" I'm like, "Oh my god."
What the fuck? I don't know how people get scared so easily. Sometimes I get scared, but it's also because I'm like concentrating on something.
Same.
Plus
I'm
my
always-
sister. Go ahead, Hunter.
My mom always walks up on me when I'm playing games and I can't hear anything because my headphones are noise canceling. So she comes up from behind me and always scares me and it's annoying.
My mom's only done that to me once, but now I can actually see my door to my right, so no one can walk in without me knowing. Yeah, I moved my desk is like right next to my door now.
Interesting. I did not know
Angel,
that.
I can hear what you're watching. Turn that shit off, dog.
Shut up.
Yeah, stop watching High School DxD. Stop masturbating.
Oh, I didn't high school dead. Poop face.
So high
Just-
school.
Justin, I also know you have a sibling. What is your brother like?
Does he do weed?
Crack.
Not
Ed.
good.
Didn't your brother sell your PC for $1,000 for a shit ton of weed?
Something like that. It was He was like, he wasn't using it anymore because he had just gotten into high school, and so my parents got him a MacBook. To bring into class to actually like do schoolwork.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Here, I know you've been wanting a PC for a while. Here's my computer." I was obviously super excited, but it didn't have like a LAN cable or anything. It didn't have anything to connect to the internet. So the day that we were gonna go out and get something to connect it to the internet, I come home and I look at my desk, which is where everything is, and the PC's gone. And I ask him, "Hey, where did the computer go?" And he goes, "Oh, I sold it."
Wait, was it a good computer?
Yeah, it was a gaming computer. It was
Oh,
super
nice.
nice too. And
told-
then obviously I got mad at him, you know, because I'd been wanting a PC for a while, and I've been wanting a PC for a really long time, and he just pulls up and it's just, oh
So
yeah, I
then-
sold it.
Wait, so then did you buy
um,
the one that you have right now?
Yeah, no, he didn't buy it. I saved up for the next 2 years to build my own.
It's better now.
So
Did you buy that internet thing that day though?
no,
Oh, okay.
I didn't buy it yet. It was like because I had to come home from school first because my parents got home after I did.
I remember you told me a story about how I don't know who brought you up to the office, but they wanted to know the location of your brother.
Oh yeah, it was the school cop.
Oh,
Ooh, school cop.
Yeah,
God.
like the cop at our school,
Oh,
High
yeah?
school or middle school?
middle school.
Mhm.
Just they pull up and they're like, yeah, you gotta go to the office
Okay.
here. And then like once I got to the office, they were like, here, come to this room here, and it had like, you know, the room in the office that had like the police department like
Yeah.
symbol on
Yeah.
it. That thing, yeah. I walked in. He's like, oh yeah, just go into this room. And I like crap my pants because they were like, oh yeah, you're not in trouble. I'm like, okay. And then two cops. There are two cops. One from the county and one from the school. And so, long story short, they wanted to know where my brother was, and they had like a recorder down there. They didn't ask me if I wanted to be, if I could be recorded or anything. They didn't
Yeah,
ask
but
me. They
that's
just started
illegal.
recording.
Why'd they want to know where he was?
Some county stuff that I don't really want to get into right now, but
I remember one time my sister, I can't remember what, I think it was her 16th birthday. She had a really big party at the house. I
Oh.
remember I could not sleep because it was like rumbling through the floor. So I went out and I was like, I'm gonna sleep in my dad's truck.
Why?
Because I couldn't hear it out there. I was just sleeping in my dad's truck and I didn't hear it at all. So it was really nice. And I remember I got up for like a second. I look out my window and I just see two cops walking up to my door. I'm like, oh, that's very nice. Very nice.
Plain.
And I just hear, yeah, we're here 3. I'm not gonna say that. At my address for noise complaint. And then I was like, oh, they're here for a noise complaint. Makes sense. And then they left.
I thought I'm in the truck right now. It's kind of loud.
They didn't see me, so because I like poked my head for a second because I was like moving around, and I was like, "Oh, look, it's with the offices." And then I went downstairs, and like the next day, my Cards Against Humanity almost had like a jar of milk spilt on it.
How?
Because there's this fucking jug of milk spilt over.
An entire jug? Not even.
No,
a
it wasn't really a jug. It was like, it was this like thing you would store like food in, and
Huh?
this guy had like a huge ass bowl of cereal, and it was just spilt over right next to the cards. Some of the cards have some like yellow stain on them now, so it's kind of, it's like 3 cards, but it almost got on all of them.
Does it look like somebody cummed on them?
No, it's just like the corners or in the middle of them are like yellowish. It's not like dry cum yellow.
it's kind of disgusting.
That's fucking
The
disgusting.
fuck?
Hunter, what do you want to do for your future career, dog?
I don't even know.
What
Something
the fuck?
like computer science or something. I don't know. Why? What do you want to do?
Photography.
Oh, yeah,
Photography?
you told me that.
Yeah. And Justin, I thought we had a long ass talk about this.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh
Oh,
damn.
no,
well,
yeah.
I want to be a
I thought
photographer.
you wanted to be like a journalist or something.
Nice.
No,
Oh yeah, I
I-
remember Wyatt told me he wants to be a photographer for National Geographic.
Yeah, a photographer for
Oh,
National
yeah, I remember that.
Geographic. And then yeah, with all the camera stuff, cause you know like when I get a job, I'm gonna buy a camera and then have an Instagram to where I go, cause now we're gonna go to we're gonna get 4-wheelers and we're gonna get a little piece of land up north, and I'm gonna take pictures up there, and try and find because to get hired by National Geographic, one of the requirements is 5 to 10 years in like a small time Photoshop company, like any, like to be a photographer from, and to focus on one type of photography. So like long distance shots, close up shots, like those different types. So I'll just take pictures now in high school, find one that might accept high schoolers. If there aren't any, I'll just wait until I'm 18, work for them for maybe like 6 years, and then see it and apply and be like, oh, these are my pictures I've taken. I've worked with this company for X amount of years, and that's pretty much it.
Angel, you haven't talked much. What are you gonna do?
Huh?
Oh my god.
Angel, what are you gonna do, dog?
What am I? I have honestly no idea. I mean, like, I don't know. I've been thinking, like, I don't know, like, I've been thinking, like, what I want to be. I'm like, I don't know. It's just some guy that has to do with tech stuff, like computer programming or.
Angel, I'm sorry to
Don't
say
like
it,
it,
but
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think you're smart
Yeah,
enough for
I
that.
don't think you're gonna be good at
But I
that.
don't know, man. Like, I've been. Thing is, I just haven't been really like focused on anything. I just been like maybe like when I have more options during high school, then I'll see what I like. But I
I
don't know.
feel like computer
If not, I'll just do some like roofs,
roofs.
You'll do
like roof work or
the
something.
basic Hispanic working a roof job or a gardener
Yeah.
job.
A landscape job.
Yep.
Landscaping has a lot of business to it, actually.
Yeah, it does, but that's such a boring ass job.
So cancer.
I mean, a lot of hot summers.
What?
I
It's
remember
a lot of
in
work.
the winter though either. So
I remember Mason. I applied for Burger King, and Mason's like, "Yeah, my dad's gonna make me do a lot of stuff," and he was like, "Yeah, if my dad allows me, maybe we could hire you to help out and do what I'm supposed to do." And I was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Is that mowing the lawn?" Because I took ass at that, and he's like, "No, no, no, no." It's like, and I was like moving stuff, and he never answered me. I don't know.
Oh yeah, moving stuff near his new house. He told me about that too. He's like, "You want to help?" I'm like, "Sure," and he never asked me again.
No, it wasn't. It was like landscaping stuff, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, "Sure, I guess if I don't." Then that James's dad on June 15th is moving to their new house, and he's like, "You want to come out and help do this? I'll pay you." I'm like, "Oh, sure." 'Cause I was just at his house for a little bit. Dustin, what do you want to be, dog?
I haven't really thought about it.
Oh my god, bro! Why? I'm the only one here with.
I mean,
like,
no,
I'm
'cause it's freshman year and there's a lot of.
I said I said what I wanted to
But I'm
do.
fine with
yeah,
it.
but yeah, kind of. But I'm talking about but at least do you have a field of something you want to be? Like a field?
Something with either like marine biology or computer science. Going into the
Computer
the Navy or
science.
something.
It's like a really up and coming business, or hiring a lot of
If
jobs
you
for that now.
if you want to be a marine biologist, you should probably, when you can, go to
Or just
SES.
something,
'Cause,
something with science. That's just like. one of those
because
main-
if you're gonna do something with environmental, you probably want to go to SES because it's environmental studies. My sister graduated from there just now, so.
The only bad thing is that I can't write, so and apparently you have to do a lot of papers there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't.
you have to do
I
a
can't
lot
write for
of-
shit either. I feel like everybody I know can't write for shit.
You can't even read my handwriting, so.
You can't read mine either, motherfucker. You're just like, remember last year in math, Mr. Bailiff, he did not give a fuck, so I literally just put some Egyptian ruins my answers for math.
I did that for one math assignment. And she didn't care.
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
did that for all of them.
a little bit more neat, but yeah, I'll still give you the points. Like, aha!
Yeah, that's what I did the whole year, and he gave me full credit. I was like, oh, baby. And then I remember one time me and Ross had to stay after school because we had no clue what the fuck we were doing. Dude, This man has some nasty ass hands. He is a mummy.
Mr. David?
Yeah, Mr. Bell. He's got
Oh,
some
I don't. Oh, okay.
crusty ass hands. And Justin, wasn't he your fucking homeroom teacher?
Teacher. He was just like a very not very good teacher.
He wasn't. I shot a rubber band at him and he didn't even look at me. He
Oh, I
looked
remember.
around the room, but not even in the direction he got the rubber band shot at him from. No, it wasn't a rubber band. It was a hair band. Cause I had two that day. I had one in my hair, and then I had one on my wrist. And I was like, "Yo, Mason, you want me to shoot this at
Like
Mr. Bell?"
Mars.
He's like, "Go ahead." I stood. The thing is, I stood up and I just went fling, and then I sat back down. This man's not bad at eye at me. It's either he thought I was Mr. Nice Guy, or
A nice
So
guy.
goody good.
yeah, he probably thought me, Ross, and Mason were goody children because we had
Good
Carly, Peterson.
Ugh.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had all the loud people who ate the hot Cheetos in the back.
Yeah, yeah, loud.
So he
not...
probably thought it was one of
Loud.
them that I shot it at him.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but all the popular
Good
girls like that
assumption.
always are like teachers' pets. Like they always.
We had
Like,
Isabel in there.
Some of them just like have like the best friendships with the teachers.
But
Like
this is
Miss-
Mr. Bale.
Ooh.
No one had a good relationship with Mr. Bale.
Yeah, let's be honest. Like,
But so many girls had a good relationship with Mr. Fredrickson.
well, yeah, because it was Mr. Fredrickson, dude.
That guy
Oh,
was
that's a good
sick.
I had Mr. Roston. I liked Mr. Roston.
I remember
Dude,
I was
Mr.
playing.
Fredrickson, easily best teacher.
I remember I was playing like Hangman in the back of the class, and we weren't supposed to be. It was like 1 second after the bell rang, and he's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm playing Hangman," and then he got really mad at me. It was kind of scary. He
I
never gets mad.
remember I was walking down the hallway, and he was with Mr. Haldeman. Mr. Bergman was like, "Yo, nice samurai bun." I'm like, "What?"
Samurai bun.
I'm like,
Sick.
"Thanks, dog." I didn't have him as a teacher, so I was like, "Okay." But I had Mr. Haldeman
Samurai
as a homeroom
bun.
teacher.
Motherfucking
Mr.
shit.
Haldeman was cool. He got us Chick-fil-A.
Oh hell yeah! That was dope.
Yeah, that was nice.
Did any of you guys have Mr. Bonshire?
No,
I did.
didn't.
Yeah, I did. I had him for math.
Mr. Bonshire was terrible.
I hated
Bonfire.
that guy. He was
I
just
don't-
not a good teacher. He looked like he drank. He had like a beer belly.
No, apparently he had like a super high IQ.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
he's
apparently
he's
was, like,
smart. He was really
insanely
smart. No, he is smart, but like he just looked like a drunk because he had like a beer belly.
Yeah, and also he's just like he just wasn't a very nice guy.
He looks like
Oh.
Justin's dad.
You'll
Yeah, very
you also
funny.
know who
Not your
looks.
dad, Justin.
You also
Oh.
know who looks like he'd be an alcoholic.
Who?
Mr. McKay.
Mr. McKay. Oh God, I can't think of who that
He was
is.
the English teacher for 8th grade. I didn't have him. I had Mr.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah. Wasn't that one guy who that said that every girl was simp? That was.
Yeah, every girl was.
Oh
saying-
yeah.
Well, yeah, because everybody was like, he looks like PewDiePie. Even though
He
he
didn't
didn't.
look like- what?
Yeah, no, he
Shane
did
Dawson.
not look like
He did not
PewDiePie.
look like PewDiePie.
He looked like Shane Dawson.
Same.
I remember Miss
No.
Pixler. Miss Pixler was a hardcore right fucking Nazi feminist.
I remember me and James were sitting out in the hall and like we were looking at TikToks on his phone. Or not TikToks, it was Instagram memes. And then like a really loud video of the Moonlight, like when when it was like popular, came up, and she was standing in the hall and she just looked at us with the meanest look. I was like, oh.
I remember I was standing in the hallway and I was talking with James. And I can't remember who else. And you know the library doors have like doors on them.
Yeah.
Really?
I just got to read what I said right there. But the doors were closed to the library. Miss Pixler was on the other side, and I was talking to James, and James said, "Fuck!" And right when he said that, Miss Pixler opened the door, and Miss Pixler was right behind him, and I saw Miss Pixler's face just go dead, like she was gonna murder James. And she's like, "Come here, James. Come here." And talks with him in the library.
She talked with him.
Yeah, she's
What-
like, I think she's,
Oh yeah,
Into-
oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
you were there, Angel.
Yeah, I was there. Like James was like, "Fuck," and then I'm like, "Whoa." You said it was like Miss Pixley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she like, yeah, library and shit, and talked to him. And then we were all there, just like laughing, and then like,
Yeah,
and thing is like, when James came back, we come like, "James, you dumbass."
Yeah, it was so sad because he was literally just like, he was like, fuck man, this just, and just it was the worst timing because that's right when she opened the door as well. It was just like,
I always hated on middle school teachers were always like, high school teachers won't put up with this.
I
yeah,
mean, they do.
They
put up
really
with
just
it.
don't care.
they put up with it.
Yeah, they do.
If you if you failed their class, that's not their problem.
Yeah, I've said I've said swear words in front of the high school teachers before. They don't care.
They don't care.
Yeah,
They
no, they
don't
don't. They
care.
don't care as much as middle school teachers. Middle school teachers would be like, they're not gonna accept that. You
It's like,
know,
yeah,
they're
they will.
like, you're gonna have to work a lot harder. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Some high school teachers are real jackasses though. Some that are like the ones they're talking about, like the middle school ones are like, yeah, these high school teachers won't let you get away with that. There are some teachers that actually like that. And I remember there's this one, right now, that has a problem with me and Angel. And so after the gym, me and Angel would sit by like the front door and everything. We'd sit against the railing. We weren't in anybody's way, and I'm telling you,
Oh, I remember
the
this.
principal would always walk by, never say anything. This one teacher came up to us, looked straight at Angel, and said, "You hippies need to get up and leave because you're in the way." Even though we weren't, no one stripped over us. No one's been like, "Oh, yo, can you please go out of the way like a little bit?"
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. That was funny.
And then he looked over at me and it was like, "You NASA t-shirt wearing beanie, presidential beanie head." Like he's like, "Yeah, I'm talking to you too."
Wait,
buddy."
what teacher was it?
I don't know, some guy who was bald with a mole on his like left cheek.
Oh wow, getting real specific.
I have no
He's
idea.
fucking short as well. He's like my height.
Oh.
I mean,
I was
Yeah, that's
thinking,
hard.
was it ninth grade?
No,
Is it this-
this was this year.
Mr. Mass?
I don't know, but I can tell you this: one time Tavion came over to the school, and he was in the hallways. Like that part where it leads to the library in the other half of the building, where the bathrooms are. Do you know that, Hunter? Angel?
What? I wasn't listening.
You
The
know,
what again?
You know that big area that's right in front of the library that allows you to go through the other half of the school? Where
Yeah.
the bathrooms are? So
Yeah.
that guy was standing right between them. Tavion walked past the guy. No issues. Me and Angel passed by to tell Tavion, "Come on, we can't be over here." The guy stops us. He says, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "We're just getting
I
our
think he's
friend."
got a problem with hippies, dude.
Yeah, I think he just has no. I don't even think he has a problem with hippies. I think he just has a problem with me and Angel.
My brother got his yearbook like a day ago. I could check to see if I could find the teacher.
I remember your
But I-
parents told me ugly.
Yeah, that was funny. They're like, I was like, yeah, that's why, and they're like, ooh, he's not very cute. And I'm like, yeah.
You're cute. I'm a dude, bro. What the fuck you suspect me to be cute? But I remember. I wish you guys went to the Washington D.C. trip.
No, man.
God, why? I remember when you were trying to tell me who you liked, and I was sitting there for like an hour. You made it so obvious.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I did.
You're like, I sat next to them on the Washington D.C. trip. I was like, I don't know. You literally gave me all the letters basically, except for one,
yeah.
and I still
And-
couldn't get it.
I remember I told Ross like when I went to Thomas's house, and I was like, "Oh, Ross, who do you think I like?" And he was like, "Julian."
And this
'Cause-
is at the.
Oh,
wait, was this at
Julian,
the-
Juju, whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
DC?
her.
Yeah.
Julian, because he thought this because majority of the time in Washington, I was sat. We didn't have assigned seats on the bus, but me and her sat right next to each other like the majority of the time, and we fucking like towards the end. It was the last day we were going to the airport. We both fell asleep right next to each other. And I can't remember if they took a picture of me or not, fucking sleeping. Like Ross and them, they took a picture of me
Angel,
fucking sleeping.
stop.
And you know what the kind of
Huh?
funny thing about that is that
Did you date her?
At the time, I was dating her. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know
Wait, what?
that. I didn't like her. She was more of like a friend person, kinda.
Oh yeah. Wait. Just how long did like y'all even like were a thing?
It was like
Angel, turn off
Just,
YouTube.
like,
Angel, stop fucking watching your shit.
I think it was
I'm
3
gonna
months.
mute you.
4 months.
dude, I have like one more episode, 2 more episodes.
I don't care, Angel. You can literally have the rest of the day at Monkey Balls.
He's so
Okay,
dedicated to finish it.
say it again. G-Stein.
What? Oh no, it was 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, for months.
I
This is
remember.
like during 8th grade.
Yeah.
Guys, why?
Okay.
Remember when
It,
Mason
it
thought
really
he broke
didn't go
up with
anywhere. It
Nora?
was just like better friends, I guess.
What? What
Uh-huh.
about? Wait.
Why? Did you ever hear about when Mason thought that he broke up? You know that he dated Nora, right?
The girl with the
Wait, what?
pigtails?
Yeah, the horse girl.
Who?
Dude, she was so annoying during that trip. Because I didn't know her at the time, but Ross, Ellie, and Greta did. We were walking on like the little cruise ship, and I was walking around with them, and she had pigtails. She came up real close to Ross's face, was like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" And just wouldn't leave those two alone. And I was just kind of just there, just like, "Well, that's
Well, weren't
tough."
Ross and Elliot
He
there?
didn't let me finish my story, and then like
Yeah.
I remember he was dating her, and then he dated her for like 6 months, and then like halfway through, he like had a dream that he broke up with her, and then it was just in like 6th grade, and then he thought that he thought it was real, so they they were just like it was so dumb.
I remember two things that I hated about Washington because I was being tortured. On the plane, I sat next to Caden and Ellie. When Ellie slapped
Oh,
my right thigh,
Oh my god! I
and
forgot
then
about
Caden slapped my thigh, saying, "Go back and forth, back and forth." So I'm getting my legs
Eating
back
slab.
and forth. I had handprints on my legs after this. I was like, "Please stop, please, please, please." Bro. There was actual hell on plane, but there was an ass touching competition on me between Ellie and Greta.
Wait, Caden, like the Bob Ross kid?
Yes, he was the one who was slapping my thighs on the plane.
Just to
But
make sure.
there was an ass touching competition on me between Ellie and Greta. In between both of them, they got to 100
Oh my god.
in the span of like
Dude.
2 days.
You should literally do equal rights, bro. Do it back.
Equal right, equal fight, bro. Come on, just like.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? You can't
Man.
let some girl winning over you, dog. You can't let no girl dominate you. Well, I mean, certain occasions, but
Remember the one tall Hispanic girl that went to her?
Oh, Angie.
oh,
Angie.
Hispanic girl.
Yeah, like every single time that I'd be
Oh.
like my locker or something, she'd come up and she'd slap my ass for no reason. I'd be like,
She does it to every guy.
Oh.
She slapped
I know,
my
and I
ass a
wouldn't,
couple
and I
times.
wouldn't say anything, and then like after a while, she would just like keep like slapping it harder and harder
She does it
until
to
I would
everybody
actually
though.
like
That
say
was the thing.
something. I know, but it was so annoying, and it's like if I did it back, that would have been like
It's like you pervert.
dead.
Oh.
I remember in art class that I told Mason and Justin to look over, and there was Grace's bare ass cheeks hanging out.
Oh, dude. Oh. Bro. This one time, I think I'm already positive. This one time when she got up, this is like in like, high school shit, but she got up. I think I saw shit in her fucking ass, bro.
Oh!
I'm not sure. Like that shit looked brown as hell.
The thing is, she dyed her hair purple, and the thing is, she fucked it up so bad. Like, that was not a good shade of purple, and some spots were still orange. So it was really like polka dots, and it was disgusting.
Polka dot.
Do you want to smell? Do you know what was the worst thing? The smell, bro. The smell.
Oh, she smelled so
If you
bad.
fucking walked by her in the hallways, you would know you smell a big pile
You'd
of
have to plug
shit.
your nose.
Like it.
I feel bad for the people who have to sit next to her in classes, cause she would take up like the whole desk.
Oh, yo, I remember.
Are we talking about Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this year in German, Peter had to sit directly next to her.
Oh,
during German.
Crush Peter, dude.
And I
Like-
was like, tough, buddy.
It'd be a
Tough.
straight up like rip Peter at that moment. Like,
Yeah, cause I had I had the perfect sight, and I was like, oh, poor Peter. He's just. And sometimes you'd have to interact with your like table buddy,
hmm
so he had to interact with her too. Hunter, you also had a weird table buddy.
Yeah, I had Connor. Connor Nelson.
Well,
Yo,
dude, he
well,
smelled
he
like
didn't
shit
sit
too.
next to me, but he'd always come back and sit next to me.
Yeah, what? Why you? I was like, I'd come over and be like, yo, I'm gonna go sleep by Hunter. I look over and Connor's just sitting there. I'm like, oh, that's tough, Hunter.
Yeah, he smelled bad.
And I remember you sat by this weird girl. There was a lot of weird girls.
Oh
and
no!
a German.
Her name not Ari. Oh, what was her name?
German?
Oh, I don't know her name.
It was
Let me
like
look at the class list.
I don't know, but there was this one group of girls who were all pretty ugly, and they were all like friends and stuff. They're all
teacher's pet.
yeah, they're all teachers' pets. And they were like funny. They were like, you know, those girls who would say bruh. They feel like the
Bruh.
girls who would say
That's her name.
who were yeah, there we go.
She
And
was
then-
also really good at German though.
Say,
Yeah,
bruh.
they were all tryhards at German, and it's like, bro, what are you really trying so hard at German, dog? Like,
Oh, cool.
I remember some girl in our class fucking made a book and sold like 1,000 copies.
Made
Oh,
a
yeah.
book.
Yeah, made a book
I
and
know.
sold like 1,000 copies of it. Like,
Actually,
yeah, cause our German teacher was like,
Well,
how did
Leah.
everybody's weekend go? And she's like, I sold 1,000 of my books, and then it's like,
like, how much
Cool.
money did she get off that? Dude? That had to have been a lot.
no,
Probably
no.
like
$1,000.
$1,000 or something. She probably sold it for like $1. Somebody else would buy
That's a,
it.
that's a 1K. That's 1K, dude. That's a lot.
I know.
Yeah, for like a 13, 14-year-old.
A
14?
book though, like that's kind of that's a lot.
It's kind of spicy.
Remember,
That's
I
a
broke a
bag.
chair.
Oh yeah.
James was sitting in this chair, and I was gonna tilt him back, and that fucker just broke off. And I just.
It's James though.
The thing is, it took me a few seconds to realize what I did. And I just looked at myself. I looked at it and I was like, huh. James looked back at me and he's like, what did you do? I'm like, run. And then I went home and they replaced the chair next day.
Oh,
Thing is,
so
it was right in front of a camera as well, so.
Remember when you went in the garbage can?
I know, but there's a thing. It's a chair though, so it's not even like they have extra chairs.
Yeah. But what Hunter just said, yeah. I remember I grabbed a block of cheese out of that trash can and I fucking ate it. And Mr. Smith came up to me and said, why you have a block of cheese? I said, I'm
Dude,
eating a
Mr.
block of
Smith
cheese.
is just like the worst.
Mr. Smith, he
Why?
was so bad, dude. I remember, you guys kept on stealing my Santa hat. And then he got mad at me.
I know. It seems like everybody gets mad at the hippie.
Yeah, what the fuck? These guys are bro. These guys all hate dudes with long hair. Like, y'all motherfuckers really big on hair
Straight
on
up
me.
bro moment, dude.
These are bro. And I remember Renan put up straight pride flags in retaliation
Oh,
against
yeah,
Miss
Miss
Pixler.
Pixler. Oh my god. Like, she would get so mad at him too.
Yeah, I think I had. Did I have my? No,
I had
didn't
my,
have
I had my,
communications.
I had communications with Renan and like all those kids, and Jaden. Jaden always got kicked out of the class.
I didn't like
the-
Jaden.
I didn't like him either, but it was funny because he'd always get kicked out of the class.
I remember Trey broke a window.
Oh yeah, he punched her right
We
through
talked
it.
about Trey breaking a window. Pretty sure.
Yeah, cause this was last year, 8th grade math. I heard Mr. Bell. I was in this class. I was in his classroom at the time, and Mr. Bell told him to leave and go up to the office. He slammed the door, and then we heard a loud ass crack, and Mr. Bell went on the hallway. And then he was like, and then other teachers came, and he was like, "Stay in the classroom." And he asked us to give us our phones too, so we wouldn't
So
take
when
pictures. I still took a picture, and I didn't get my phone, so
Oh yeah, and everybody else saw it around the school anyways, so
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
want to
like you
disrespect
wouldn't
anybody.
see it.
because it spread pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even remember what happened to his fucking hand.
Didn't he break it or something?
Yeah, I think he broke it and he could actually. The thing is, he walked around the school for a while with a broken ass
Yeah.
hand.
He like punched
Yeah.
it, didn't it like break his knuckles?
Yeah, broke his knuckles and it cut open his hand. What a dumbass.
Stupid.
But so I think. I remember this one time, me and Justin were playing Risk, and everybody else was pretty much out of the game, besides me and him. And I had Asia, and so I was getting a shit ton. Me and Justin built up so much that we were using other color pieces because we had so many troops. And then I suicidal charged into Justin, and Justin kicked my ass. Because I kept on getting ones. It was like 1, 1, 1, 1. I was like, oh, come on,
There
come on,
wasn't a
come
lot
on.
you could do.
Yeah, I could do anything. Because I wanted to end it because I didn't want to fucking use all the pieces. Like, goddamn.
No, because it's like we couldn't have just like ended it either, because you know it was gonna be a big battle either way. So
I could have killed Thomas that game too, because Thomas was in Australia. And he was like, bro, don't kill me, dude, just don't kill me.
God, I remember when Wyatt went over to Wyatt's house for a sleepover and they ordered one pizza for 3 of us.
Hey, man.
I was
remember
so
like
hungry.
when we ordered a pizza, they were like, "You want any?" I'm like, "No, not right now. I'll have some later." I look over like the next moment and it's all gone. So I got like one slice of pizza the entire night.
I didn't have much. Angel, what are you doing? All I hear is ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. Angel.
Oh, you hear that shit?
Angel,
Oh, I'm
Jesus.
killing some homers, dude.
Playing what?
Killing some homers.
You
Oh,
fucking-
yeah.
Bro!
Black Ops 2,
Oh, shit.
Black Ops
Yeah,
3.
fucking
Bro, I'm a
stop.
zombie
We-
god.
We don't want to hear that, Angel.
Hold on,
Oh,
I'll tell her
that's
my
the
sound
game.
shit.
Justin, do you have any crazy stories?
Like with school?
But pretty much anything.
There you go.
I think I might have told you about the time it was like, I think it was 4th grade. And there was this one teacher, Mr. Elias. I was obviously the new kid in school. I just moved
What's
from
cool?
Minneapolis.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So I just moved there from Minneapolis. And I got into an argument with this one fat kid. His name was Evan, I think. I think that was his name. And we ended up arguing over like whose spot it was in Foursquare or something. So we started yelling at each other. Started getting, you know, when you like argue
Yeah,
with somebody, you
right.
start getting real close to their face and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what we were doing. And then out of nowhere, like, we both stop and then we like go and do our own thing, because you know we're obviously mad. And I don't know. I'm talking to my friends, and like I'm laughing and stuff now, and I just feel this his hand just like grab onto my arm with like an iron grip. It was insane, right? Before I even had time to think, I was being dragged inside of the school, like by my wrist. And it was this one really big teacher. He was like, I gotta say 6'6" maybe.
Oh.
Huge, like
6'6".
big body.
Oh my god.
Is he black?
No,
No.
he
Okay.
was white and he was a
Black.
math teacher.
Damn.
Yeah, and so he's like, forgot exactly how it went, but it was something about him accusing me of bullying. And I go, I wasn't bullying him. We were just in an argument. And he goes, brings me into the teacher's lounge. And there's this window in the teacher's lounge, and he goes, "You don't need to lie to me. I can see right through there that you were bullying him." And I go, I wasn't bullying him. He goes, "You either tell me the truth or you go to the office." And so there's literally no like other option for me. And I go, I wasn't bullying him. And he goes, "Do you want to go to the office?" And I'm like, no. He's like, "Then were you bullying him?" And I obviously had to say, yeah, I was bullying him. And
But
then
you weren't.
it was so dumb. And then afterwards, he sends me back to my classroom, and I happen to have that kid in my class. So I go up to him and I go, "Was I bullying you?" He goes, "No, we were just in an argument." I ended up having a red mark on my wrist the entire rest of the day. And I went to my mom, like, at the end of the day, and I'm like, there was this one teacher that dragged me inside because he thought I was bullying somebody when we were just having an argument. And then she was going to contact the school, but she didn't do it until, like, she said she wasn't going to do it until the end of the year. So it wouldn't, so it wouldn't put any problems for me, like, during school.
Mm-hmm.
She was worried that, like, the teacher would hold a grudge or something, and it would make me do worse in school. So that's my story for a crappy teacher.
Huh.
There's obviously more to it, but I don't remember.
I don't.
I had like a same story with that too. Like there was this kid. It was like my 4th grade class, and it was like me and Mason and Justin. I think we were like playing with some blocks. We were building that castle, and this guy kept coming over and knocking it down. And then this guy, we were telling him to stop. We told him to stop like 5 times, and he would not stop. So then I remember, I think I like pushed him, and he pushed me back, and then the teacher like made him go for a walk. I was just like, yeah, walk away. I felt so cool.
I didn't really have any asshole teachers, but I was lucky and I got like the good teachers, but I also had, oh man, that 5th grade teacher was kind of an ass though, because was one time this girl named Sophie had this piece of tape that was, I don't even know how fucking big it was. And
Oh, your mic is so loud.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
It's like going slow motion right now.
Big robot right now.
But this girl had a piece of tape on her desk, and she complained to the teacher. This teacher decided to keep in me. Angel, remember that guy Lee Burdick?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Kept
yeah.
in him. He kept in another kid called Colin Cherney. I don't think you guys know him. And then my friend, another kid named Sebastian. Because this girl had a piece of tape on her desk. We had to sit in front of the teacher's lounge for the entirety of recess. Until one of us admitted that we put a piece of tape on this girl's desk.
That
Dude,
is
like, like
retarded.
what were they gonna do though? Like, seriously, you put a piece of tape on this girl's desk.
They're gonna put it on your desk.
Like, yeah, I was.
Put it on your desk.
The thing is, he was in the middle of it was like class, and he was like, okay, Wyatt, Lee, Sebastian, fucking you, Colin, you guys are staying in. And we're like, oh. And I remember these other kids. This kid named like David Forsberg.
They were laughing at you.
This kid named David Forsberg was like, ha, that's tough. And it's like, oh yeah, shut the fuck up, cunt. Actually, I didn't know cunt back then, but it was 5th grade, and I was like, yeah, you're an ass. I had the motherfuckers.
Dog. Have you guys had your first kiss yet? Because
No.
I have a really embarrassing story for mine. So I was like
Oh.
5, like 5 or 6, and I was at daycare, and me and this one girl, we were kind of like, we were vibing. And then she
Uh-huh.
pulls me under the blankets, and then she kisses me, and then she runs to the bathroom and then throws up.
Dude, wait, when was this?
No, bro. Oh my god, he goes up. Oh my god.
I may not have
Oh,
had my
man.
first kiss yet, but at least it's not like that.
I was so bad. She went home and she had like the stomach flu.
Okay, well, I don't think it might have. Okay, it probably wasn't a
The
kiss. It's
stomach
just that she was
flu?
already sick.
I know, but everybody's like, you made her kid. You made her
It must have been
puke.
terrible.
Holy shit, bro.
That's tough. That's tough, bro.
Kind of sucks, man.
Well, my daycare when I was younger was literally my neighbor's house because they run a daycare. I remember.
Oh, daycare?
Dude,
Oh,
that
I
fucking
okay.
was actual hell. So I was the kid who wouldn't want to go to sleep.
Well, yeah, like nobody really wanted to go to
Thing is,
sleep.
no, everybody here complied. They all fall asleep, and I'd be in the corner. I'd be like, bro, I'd stand up and kind of just like wander around the basement. I'd be like, what do I want to do?
It was a basement.
Yeah, it was a basement.
That's kind of sketch.
Well, no,
dude.
it wasn't their base. It was it their basement? No,
Really
it was.
not. It was just like a cellar.
You know how
room.
my,
Kinda
you know
like
how
that.
Justin, you know how my basement is?
Yeah.
It's just look like that.
See, okay.
It's like on an incline, so it's like kind of a basement. And I literally just wander around. I'd be like, what do I want to do today? I literally just walk into their playroom, and I'd get like blocks, and she'd come down and be like, why? What are you doing? I'm like, and I knew I wasn't supposed to be up.
None.
And to the point of me getting up so many times, she put a baby-proof cage around me.
A baby-proof cage?
Yeah, and I know,
Baby-proof cage.
and I'm like 6, and I'm just like cornered in this fucking corner, and I'm just like, why? Because if I tried I think I tried to climb over it once, but it knocked over, and she came down and looked at me and was like, "What you doing there?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know.
So you said, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me."
Oh, what you're talking about.
And I'd always fucking. So I was always awake during that.
Oh my god.
I remember
Go
a
on.
kid. I remember a kid. So she had. I would play Banjo Kazooie, and there. I don't know what Banjo Kazooie was on. Maybe like the GameCube or something.
I think it was the GameCube.
And it'd be in their like actual basement because they had like kind of like, but like their basement where everybody usually was. There was one that goes downstairs to a TV with that on. So I'd play with this one kid. Oh,
64.
dude. And there was another kid that would play. We double teamed them, and the person that I was double teaming with had to leave. And I was still kicking this kid's ass at the game. He started to throw fit. Picked up the pillows and just wailed. He was crying because I was beating him in a video game, and he started hitting me and pelling over it. I remember she came. This is pretty much like Justin's. My neighbor came downstairs, grabbed him by the wrist, and dragged him up the stairs because he wouldn't leave.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Do
What you gotta
what
do.
you gotta do.
Bro, but like big facts, like honestly, like if a kid's crying and like he won't move, get up, drag this son of a bitch.
Drag him. Well, in Justin's case, he wasn't crying. He was just like,
I wasn't
Oh.
crying. I was just I thought I was uncontrolled.
Yeah.
Stupid man.
I remember I cried. Nah, was I crying? I don't think I was that time. No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about a different story. I've said this before, but it was at this. I think it was at Skateville, because it was like a 5th grade trip. My giant inflatable hammer was stolen,
What are you telling me about
That's tough.
and we were on the bus way back, and my teacher's like, "Why? What's wrong?" I'm like, "My hammer was stolen, man. Who stole my? Someone stole my hammer." And he was like, "Do you know anybody?" I remember people were telling me it was
Oh.
like, it was this one girl, no, this girl named Jalen. She goes to our school now. Was telling me this girl named Quincy was the one who stole my hammer.
Take the hammer back, then beat her with it.
I didn't, because I didn't have any proof. And I was like, and
I
my
have
teacher's
no-
like, he was like, who took it? And I was like, and which Quincy? And he was like, are you sure? I'm like, I don't know. Some people tell me. But, fuck, I remembered something else. Oh, that same girl, Quincy, today, 9th grade this year, you know, lunchtime,
No, I don't know.
I look over this table. There's drawing Yuri, I think it's called.
You're retarded.
Do you know what Yuri is? I'm gonna ask you this. I think Angel knows what this is.
Yuri, I think so.
You're
I think-
retarded.
It's
Got him.
gay anime porn.
Oh.
Oh!
She's drawing this on her
Why do you ask
iPad.
Angel? Why do you ask Angel like you
Wait,
know what
gay
that is?
anime porn?
Yes, it's 2 shirtless guys, like,
That's kind of weird, man.
and she goes out of the thing and she just scrolls through all of these images she's drawn. I'm like, and I'm sitting here like, oh my god, bro, what is this? And I'm just like, wow, I don't think I can ever.
From what I've
Great.
picked up from like the art kids, they're either really good, but they draw like
Weird porn.
really weird stuff, or there's like the semi decent people who like draw actually like normal stuff.
Yeah.
And
That's
it seems
not,
like the really good ones always draw like the really weird stuff. Like
Yeah.
you know, for example, anime porn.
Yes, with what I saw, it was. The sad thing is, it was so well done, dude. It was so well done. I was like, why? Why do you have
spend
this
too much
really
time on
good
this?
talent, but you just wasted on this. Like, and the thing is, a few seconds go by, and then she kind of noticed that she probably shouldn't have that out, and she kind of just closed it and kind of looked around.
I closed it then.
I was like,
Nothing to see
I
here.
was fucking crying at the table, dude. I was like, oh, please, bye. Cause I didn't much time. I didn't feel like seeing two guys, shirtless men, cuddle each other with their
Yeah,
pants off.
I looked up Yuri and it's just a ton of like the stuff, and then there's just like an army guy, and his name is Yuri.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. it's okay.
Except, you know,
Yaoi is the opposite of it.
Yaoi.
Which is girls.
Well, I mean, Yaui's a lot better. It seems like.
Well, you'll be surprised because there's a lot of futa
People
of it
in
too.
Yuri.
Kind of weird, so.
Yowie.
Angel,
Angel's like, let me just write that down really quick.
but like why do you like I said, you have such good talent at drawing, but you draw this like.
Exactly. Out of anything that you can draw, you draw that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
draw
no, like-
you draw some porn.
Like, yeah, like, you can't do, like, no, like, two women kissing? Like, come on.
Okay, Angel. Like, I guess you could draw it out of your like fetish. Well, Angel, you
That's
like girls
complete.
kissing, so she just likes guys kissing. It's pretty much the same thing.
I guess.
But
You know.
you fetishize it. But it's like, why do you draw it? I don't care if you look at it and stuff, but why draw it?
That's
yeah,
the
there's
thing.
a
Like,
lot
why
of
take the
weird
effort to
draw
actually
stuff
like,
like that.
draw it?
Yeah. Plus, why? Like, I guess I'm okay if you draw it like a little bit,
No.
but like, if it's the only thing you draw, then you're weird.
Weird either way. It's not like a. It's not.
But like, I know I have a friend Lawrence who's friends with her. I haven't talked with that guy in a while, and I don't know if I want to talk with him. He's talking with girls like that. Oh, have you? There's a lot of weird people at Egan.
Seems like it.
Have you seen that girl with no chin at her school?
No, I have not.
The girl with no chin.
You haven't seen this?
No, I don't think so. Oh, I was walking in the halls and this one girl, like, she runs into me and then she goes, yeah! I'm like, what the?
Oh, that may be Laura. Is she
I was like,
blonde?
what the boot? I don't know. I don't remember. She had like a pink
Oh.
backpack on though.
That
reminds
probably
me of-
her. I remember this one girl called Fiona. She is a midget, shorter than Peter.
Like, Fiona.
Like she made it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I know her.
The no chin girl.
No, we're talking about a shorter person. Yeah, there's this one horse girl named Laura who cries if you're too loud.
Cry.
God, I
Yep,
hate.
and,
You guys know
and
Angelina?
Angelina. Yeah, what about her?
Like the one that went to our middle school, not like the one that rid our bus, Angel.
Angelina.
Was that even her name? I don't even remember her name.
Angie?
No.
No, I think there was an Angelina.
Yeah, there
there
was
was.
an Angelina, but I can't remember what she looked like.
She was blonde. She did like gymnastics, I think, or something like that.
Didn't she date Liam?
No, that was
That one?
That was Angie.
that. I'm not talking about that one.
Oh, then I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
she'd
think-
always like during fire drills when people were loud. She'd always just plug her ears. I'm like, oh, stop being a bitch.
Was she special needs?
No, she wasn't.
Surprising.
She was weird, but she'd always plug her ears during something loud.
Very surprising.
Oh, this bitch cried, so I'd rather have someone. But she'd also bark during class. She'd go like,
Bark?
she'd go like, "Arr, arr, arr." And I'd be
yeah.
across the room, and I sat next to this guy named Vinny, and he was telling me about her, and he would be like, and you hear, "Arr." He's like, see, I I didn't know what I was hearing at first because it was the first time I ever heard this. I'm like, what the fuck is that sound? And I look over and I just hear go barking away, and this guy Vinny next to me was like, yeah, I've had her since elementary, and that's what she does every day.
That's rough, dude.
And I was like, why?
Cause
Yep, there we go. And there's also that one kid, Max Bakken.
Oh, the guy that masturbated during class.
Yeah. That guy is real bad, dude. Fucking, I don't know.
Guy was so weird.
Dude, he's got such a bony back, and I hate it. Because he lifts up his shirt so goddamn much, man. I sat
Bony
behind
Don't
him
you,
and...
didn't you sit right next to him in English, Wyatt? Like, we both sat
Yes,
in-
I sat right next to him. But the thing is, it was the little pathway that was between us. It was pretty large. I was like,
Yeah, I know. I think we sat like the exact same distance away from him. Because I also sat really close to him.
yeah. Dude, and I remember, but for civics, I sat diagonal from him. This guy would always lift up the back of his shirt and just see his fucking bare ass spine.
Guy last year
Bare
in
spine?
our pause or our homeroom, he'd always pull up his shirt at the end of the class and start popping pimples on his back.
That's Connor. That was Connor, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Connor. It was disgusting.
Didn't he do that in the hallways as well?
He did it like everywhere. He had the greasiest hair. I remember he came up to me and Mason during homeroom and he's like, "Guys, Hentai Heaven is back." I'm like, I don't care.
that's what Ben said.
The thing is,
Hentai
this
Heaven's
guy I saw, he was in my English that year in 7th grade. And this man, he's a big fan of Naruto. He's got Naruto headband, doing fucking
He
Naruto.
always wear Naruto headband.
Like the thingy.
He wore Sans hoodie as well. He was doing these Naruto pant things in the back corner.
Yeah. Was that?
You guys remember Fat Jonah?
Fat
Jonah?
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah,
do.
I can.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the buff blonde one. I'm talking about the one who was Jewish.
Yo, what about
Yeah,
him?
I think I do remember.
And he talked like this. He's like,
Yeah.
he always would be.
Guys, do you guys know? Remember Troy Melbrick, whatever his name was?
The Australian cunt.
No, he was an Australian. He had like a hedgehog, and then died one year. And then he made everybody watch a presentation about it.
No,
Nice.
that was the Australian guy.
Oh, he's Australian? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, my hedgehog died today. I gotta show you guys this. And even the teacher wanted to see it.
Bruh. I had to fucking.
I was like,
I
oh.
had to fucking look at his like egg presentation thing to be like sure it was all good for science.
That's interesting.
I remember the first time 6th grade. I thought Justin had a twin.
Which
Like-
Justin?
Striver?
Saint Odge, that you had a twin, buddy.
Oh my god, I think I did too.
I thought you and Ben were twins.
Ian Ben?
Yeah, I'm not talking about Asian Ben. I'm talking about the other one.
Australian?
Currents.
No, the guy who had curly hair just like you.
Ben Currents.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were twins.
Why? Did we look that alike?
Yeah, you guys had the same fucking hairstyle.
I
And you
have my-
both were like the same height. And I was like, those guys gotta be twins, man. They look so much alike.
Yo, remember when Justin was hauling ass down the hallway with like his broken foot?
Yeah, because I stole his crutches.
No, you stole my one crutch.
I
stole
remember.
one of your
I
crutches.
remember. I was just talking with like Justin. I just saw you guys just run past us. I was like, "What the?"
And then I turned behind me because I got to the stairs. I'm like, ha, crippled motherfucker. And I turn around and I see this man turn in the corner. He's just going full speed. I'm like, oh, he's going full speed, bro. And I ran past Sully and Jack, and I'm like, he's coming.
Oh, he's going.
That was so funny.
Yeah, you were fucking zooming.
I was zooming. And don't forget it.
He was pissed.
We fucking. I remember you also broke your arm in 6th grade.
Yeah, I was a wrestling incident.
Yeah, when that wasn't that the one where that one teacher was like, I think you can. It seems like you can wrestle again or something.
No. It was a different time. That was 7th grade.
Uh,
But 6th grade that time was So what happened was there was this 8th grader that was like every single time, every single wrestling practice, he was like, "Come on, wrestle me, wrestle me." I'm like, "No, I don't want to wrestle you." You know, he was actually pretty built for 8th grade, and so I wrestled him, right? And he takes me down, and I land on my arm and my fingers, and I get back up again, and I'm like, okay, that hurt, but it's fine, because I can just keep wrestling. And then once practice is done, coach comes and takes a look at it. Oh no, it wasn't the coach. It was my mom. So I was like, it really hurts. And she's like, we should probably go take you to urgent care. That's probably for the best. They come in, they scan it. I have a stress fracture in my arm, and my 3 fingers are broken.
Only thing I've broken is my nose, and I didn't even break it. My brother hit me with a baseball bat.
I got hit in the face with a tennis racket.
Like, he was practice swinging, and I was like 2, and I ran in front of him, and then he whacked me right in the head.
I remember during a soccer game, this was traveling. This guy had like a nose protector on because his nose was broken. So, he was still playing, but he had a protector. Remember, my arm kind of went up a little bit because I tried to jump up and knee him. My hand hit his nose underneath his like guard. And I remember he just falls to the ground crying. I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on, bro. I felt so bad because, I fucking just smacked his
Body.
nose. Smacked his broken ass nose. Well,
Okay.
then that's gonna be it for today. Well, this was Chill World Podcast number 3. Bye bye, everybody.
Nah.